An El Nino event is officially underway, and forecasters say it could become very strong by winter. Scientists and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration made that declaration earlier today.
So let's bring in our meteorologist, Heather Waldman. Heather, El Ninos, they have quite the history here in California. So what exactly does this mean for this year?
Well, at least in the short term, not a whole lot is going to change because El Nino isn't like flipping a switch. It's not like a storm or even a series of storms. No, we define El Nino as an area of unusually warm water in this specific region. We call it the Niño 3.4. So scientists at NOAA and other world meteorological organizations, they study this area daily. And once a month, they issue an update. They look and see, okay, how's the temperature of the water in that area? How is it comparing to what's typical? Well, as of yesterday, the water temperature was running 0.7 degrees Celsius above normal. That qualifies as a weak El Nino at this point. But by the time we get to the summer, that's expected to become a strong El Nino. And by the time we get to winter, it could become a very strong El Nino. So Curtis, to answer your question, this could certainly have some implications for the end of fall and certainly the winter.
So we know a very strong El Nino, of course, getting a lot of attention. We mentioned there is quite the history of an El Nino here in California. So what does that do in terms of planning when you're looking ahead to this?
Yeah, and I want to look back at a few of the very strong El Ninos on record. We've had 4 of them since 1950. Of course, people who have been in Northern California since the 80s, you're certainly going to remember 1997 and 1998 because, of course, there was the flooding in January of 1997 before El Nino even developed. So then there was higher anxiety and hype as we got into the event, and there was some flooding. Same thing in 1982 and 1983. This was the strongest El Nino in modern record. That, too, produced storms that did produce flooding. But let's contrast that with another very strong El Nino. We're talking about the winter of 1991 and 1992. That's a snow survey from February. It kind of looks like this year, doesn't it? It was a particularly dry year for Northern California. There were patches of bare ground up there on the snow survey. So all this just goes to show that, yes, a very strong El Nino does tip the odds in favor of a wetter than normal winter. But what we actually get, it all depends on the timing of the storms as well as the intensity. So here's how that looks on our maps. 82, 83, 97, 98, and 91, 92 areas of green. That's where the water year was wetter than normal. Obviously, 97, 98 stands out. But you see there the dry conditions in the Sierra with that El Nino in 1991 and 1992.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you look at it year by year like that. So, now that we've looked back to previous storms, what can we say about this coming winter now that we have this forecast?
Yeah, so to reiterate, there is a real connection between a very strong El Nino and the potential for a wetter than average winter. But here's the thing, that's not a guarantee, as I just showed you, because while El Nino is a major player in how our winter will go, it is not the only player. There are other long-term weather and climate patterns that are a little more complicated, not quite as buzzy, so we don't get too deep into them. Those play a role. And then, of course, for us in Northern California, in any given winter, it's all about, okay, do we get a few strong storms? What's the timing? Is it the beginning of the season or the end of the season? Because that, we get big storms at the end of the season, that puts a lot more stress on the river systems, the reservoirs. So it's all just going to depend. And these are things that, we determine as we actually get into winter itself.
Yeah, so don't think the worst, be patient.
Correct.
We'll know as we get closer.
Correct. But if you're seeing the headlines, if you're seeing El Nino and then, you think back to 97, 98 and you get concerned, well, for right now, you're all good. But as we get closer to winter, just take your usual flood preparations, make sure your property's ready to go, make sure you're signed up for those emergency alerts as well.
All right.
Just incredible when you think about how much work goes into it months and months in advance.
Yeah.
Heather, thanks. Well, Heather covered a lot of information here, and if you're interested in learning more about how El Nino is tracked or you want to explore more of the historical data, Heather and our Hearst data team have put together this El Nino guide. You can find it on our KCRA 3 app and at kcra.com.
We'll be right back.